talking about the business of art, I particularly love, artistic works. But I know maybe not really, but it's not really appreciated in this part of the world in Nigeria. But some people actually do appreciate it. So it's dicey. But not to talk much on it, we have someone in the studio that is going to talk about the business of art because she's into it. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm talking of the person of, she's already smiling. I'm talking of Bisola Alagbede, and she is a painter / visual artist. You're welcome.
Thank you. Hi, good morning.
Looking at you, you can even tell that you're an artist.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, a visual artist.
Thank you.
I love the chain, the neck piece. Is it
you.
part of? Yes, everything about you is artistic.
It's artistic.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Welcome. Good to have you.
Yeah, you too. Thanks.
Yes. So let's talk about how you got into painting. How did it all start?
Okay. Painting let me say art started for me when I was around 7, 8 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, my parents, they sell paints, colored paints for cars, for houses, and also I had them everywhere. I could splash colors, so I related with colors at a very early stage, and then I just had this thing to want to express with colors and all that. So I think that was how it started. For me. Yeah.
Okay. So let's go back to ancient African arts.
Okay.
What is it like for you? Because I know we have them. We have different types of them. We have the Nog, we have the Ife and the likes. Yes. So what do you have to say about the ancient? Compare the ancient arts to what we have now.
Oh, okay. If I'm to compare the ancient arts to what we have now, the ancient art, like the likes of Benin arts, Ife arts and all, there is this common thing to them, just human being trying to express or replicate what it is they have around them. If we look back into the cave art, cave paintings and all, we see humans just trying to understand their environment, which is one of the things that arts basically do. It's you just want to express in a way. So they use basic things like blood as a form of paint before the contemporary types and various paints that we have now. They use leaf, they use soot as from charcoal and all that to make darker colors, and then transferring that into the present time. Basically, it's just a form of expression of happenings around, of personal feelings, emotions, and all that. And we see that in a lot of contemporary arts right now, people trying to say something.
Okay.
The way they can better express it in basic form. Yeah, through art form. So,
okay. So let's talk about. I particularly penned this down. So is it possible to, to just have this painting ability as a gift, or you have to learn it?
Okay, it's a two-way thing, and I think it's kind of controversial. I don't know if you've ever heard of the saying, talent is not enough.
Yes.
Yeah. So there are some that have it inbuilt in them, but you can't just say you are a born artist and then you don't work on it. Man, you just cannot survive with that. It's not enough. So yeah, there could be a born artist, but there's still this part of you that has to keep going, the passion, the persistence, the practice.
Okay.
What makes you really an artist is a practice. If you don't keep at it, I think you might fall off at the particular point in time.
What's the case for you?
The case for me, I think it's a mixture. Born artist, and then the fact that you have to keep at it.
Learning and getting better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now I know that you mentioned earlier that paintings in this part of the world, a work of art is usually not appreciated. And I know they are very expensive. You go for exhibitions and you see an artwork and they're telling you this is 600K. And I'm like,
600 is even cheap.
Like,
what? A million.
So it is expensive. These acts of works can be very expensive. Now, how do you get people to buy them? How?
Okay, like you said earlier about painting, it can be expensive, really, because when you're buying a painting, you're buying the experience of someone, which I feel cannot be fully paid for. Yeah, but like you said something about Nigeria, using Nigeria as a case study right now, you just don't hit it straight like that in the art industry. There has to be stages. You have to first get your art out there, get known, and then the higher you go, the more exposed it goes, the higher the price. Let me put it that way. So it doesn't just go boom, I'm selling a painting for 1 million naira. The experience, the time, the exposure, and how well you practice and how well you put yourself out there. All these factors are things that affect the prices of art. But in Nigeria right now, compared to years back, I know that artists, it's getting more appreciated as it goes by. You hear of art shows, art seminars, workshops, and we're embracing it compared to what it used to be.
Which used to be.
Yeah.
Okay, in terms of appreciation and acceptance when it comes to artistic works and the likes, how have you been able to, because I know you sell your artworks, how have you been able to make profits, all the things that you make, have you been able to sell them?
Okay. Like you said, it's a business of art.
Yes.
Sometimes it comes in, boom, and it's like a jackpot, and the other time is like on the low and all. So I think one of the things is majorly marketing, and we cannot sideline the effect of the social media.
Okay.
And we have some other people that we consider in the art sector, that's the art curators, art galleries, collectors. These are some of the people that help push the ministry forward, like I would call it, and also sometimes it's bloomy, and the other time so that's why an average artist has other things that you do
on the side.
Yeah. So
side hustle, side job.
Side hustle, side job.
Okay, so I saw one of the pictures you sent. They'll put it up shortly.
Okay.
And you are painting a house. Full painting.
Okay.
What does that have to do with normal expression of the other type of painting? What does it have to do with it? Because you were painting a house.
A house or a space?
A space. Yes,
Okay.
let me use a space.
Oh, okay. That painting was, if I'm correct, it has colors and how. Yeah, it's an hospital space in Lutz, Idia Araba for bone marrow children transplant.
You will have to pay for that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yes,
I'm
you
so
have to
sorry I
pay for
mentioned that. So it's basically used in form of a therapy for those going through pain. So we paint the space to calm them down, and a form of distraction and a kind of hope for those going through distress and pain. So it's like a way of me giving back to the society. So I do things like that, and of course I can't mention a whole lot.
Okay, so you're saying art
now.
has a part to play in health, because you're relating it to health.
Yes, art has a whole lot to do with health.
Can you tell us more about that?
Okay, for example, how do you feel when you listen to a cool music at a troubled time?
You feel relaxed?
Relieved.
Yeah, so technically it can be proved. There are researchers that there's certain kind of hormone that you release when you're relaxed, when you don't feel tensed and all that. So it's in turn takes your attention away from pain. For that minute, you might even not remember that you're in pain. So there's that part of heart that takes you through a form of therapy. And if it is done consistently and the same hormone is being released over time, it becomes, it has a way of healing over time consistently. So that's the part of heart that has to do with it. And personally, even as humans, you don't have to know how to draw perfectly. Yeah, and you can hear of creative writing, music, dancing, and the likes. Those are other forms of art that could be used as a form of therapy.
Okay, I can agree with her because there's a story of a girl that was involved in a plane crash some time ago, and she went for a particular competition, and the only thing that made her pull through, she said, was music, because she listened to music, and music is a form of art.
Yes, it is.
She listened to music for a very long time, and at some point it became a part of her. So I think I agree with her.
A whole lot.
Okay, now since we focus on the business side of art, how can, for someone who just want to start the business of art, who wants to go into artistic works and sell, how can they start? They have the gifts already, how can they start? Can they push their works out there? But you answer that question after the break. You can join us tomorrow for another exciting episode of Tea or Coffee.